Hello, everybody. I am yet again Price McKinney, simply put. And as always, I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, simply put by Price McKinney. YouTube on Tuesdays, simply put podcast with your boy, Price McKinney. So it's fine if you decline. Okay. This is primarily two singles. Um, if you're married, you definitely should just throw it out there. It's is what it is. So anyway, so the gist of this is just because you get an offer or a proposal or someone takes interest in you does not mean you have to accept. Now, let me say this before I go another further. Try not to be rude and this is priceology attitudinal about it. Now, granted, you have some people that continue to press after you said no, and that can be nerve wracking, and uh, that can present a challenge. So, if that's what you run into, just let your no be no. Make sure your actions line up with that. No, don't leave a crack in the door, especially if you're a female dealing with a man, because any crack for him suggesting says, I can get in there. Just, I'm not going to charge you for that. That was free. But any crack that you leave open, any yes that you give him, translates for him into, I got a possibility, I got a chance. So if there is no chance whatsoever, make sure there's a definite, distinct no. And your actions behind that say no. So what you say and what you do lines up. Now, having said that, um, a lot of single people, a lot of us have been single for a long, long time, for several years, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't take the fact that you've been single for an extended period of time to say that nobody wants you or that you're gonna be single forever. If you resign to that and that's what you want, then so be it. That ain't. I'm just speaking for myself. I don't want to be single the rest of my life. It's being single has its advantages, but I'm not wired for this. Um, this is a phase for many of us that we're having to rebuild, recreate, re-identify who we actually are, and take whatever time you need. You don't have to be in a rush. There's no rush for this. Well, I'm getting older. Yeah, I am too. I get it, but it's better for me to work and condition myself to become what I need to, versus jump into something head first just because I don't want to continue being by myself. So let me say this. Here's the deal. Okay. Don't compromise you wanting to have company for a companion. If having a companion is the objective, is the main goal, stick with that. All right. Don't just accept somebody because you want company. There is a difference. Now, if you want to hang out, buddy, somebody to kick it with, that's cool. Make sure that is known up front, right? Because you don't want to, because what happens, and I went through this recently, so I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. Don't waste people's time. Okay, if you really don't want that person as a companion, as your significant other, I kind of stay away from calling grown people at 53 years old boyfriend or girlfriend. That's just I teach his own, but I significant other, partner, companion. If that's what you really want, say that. If you don't want that person as that, say that, and don't keep that person around. Don't keep going out. Don't keep hanging out, going to this place, whether it be concerts, out to eat. shopping, picking this up. Oh, can you make a run with me? I got to drive to the store. I need to go see about this. I got to go pick the dog food up. I got to go get the cat some catnip. Stop all of that. Just shut it down. Um, if you know that person is interested in you and they like you past that point, don't play that game. Because when I'm telling you what I know, when that person sees what's actually happening and sees what's going on, you're going to be left holding the bag. And it might not end pretty for you because you played a game. And when that person spins back around and discovers, okay, this person has wasted my bleep, 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 bleep time, you might have a problem on your hand. So to eliminate that, be honest and upfront in the beginning. Okay, just we're grown. If that person's feelings are hurt behind it, I'll take that if as long as it came with this is the truth, right? Because truth can't be argued, opinions can, feelings can, truth can't. So if your truth is this is not what I'm looking for, this is really not what I want, um, and you see that already, be okay with saying that. Again, it is fine to decline, and like I said, if you're make sure you distinguish the difference between I just want company or I want a companion. Make sure you understand that within yourself. And you might just have to be just and I bet this is not a game. You might for some, just be blunt. Now you try not to go at the person cockeyed, but just be blunt. And when I say blunt, I don't mean harsh and rude. Just hey, I'm not interested. And you might have to even explain just for the sake of, and that's okay too. You might have this is not personal towards you because oftentimes what happens, I got to throw this in for free. I'm not going to charge you for this either. Oftentimes what happens, that person takes that personally, right? Because they feel like there's something wrong with them. No, it has, and I've had to explain to to women, it has nothing to do with you. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you don't have the criteria or the characteristics that I'm actually looking for. It has nothing to do with that. Right now, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not interested in dating. I'm not looking for somebody just to hang out with. I'm cool kicking it by myself. That's just where I am at this stage in my life. Now, if I want to go hang out with, I got a twin brother. I got plenty of friends that I can go kick it. I'll do it that way. But I'm not looking because what I'm not going to do is string that woman along by going to do this, going to do that, and then they start taking interest or liking to me, and that's not what I'm looking for because then I'm gonna have to do damage control because now they have a thing or a liking for me and I don't feel the same towards them. So make sure again what it is you're looking for is clear. Know that within yourself, and if you have to articulate, it's not personal towards you. It's not because you're quote unquote not my type. It's not because your hair is a certain style. It's not because you drive a certain. It ain't none of that. It's just right now I'm not looking for a relationship. Well, when I don't know. Once I get myself together, I will. Then I'll know. And then at that point, I will make that decision and start my process. But right now, that's not a goal. It's an absolute complete red light and a stoplight. Both of them are red. You follow me? Just pray for me. Just pray for me. I need help. So again, just make sure you're clear. Know first of all, know what you want within yourself. Be able to express that. Right? There's right and a wrong. There's a right and a wrong way. My dad used to say it all the time. There's a right and a wrong way to do everything. So just make sure that you say it, where it's understood, and you may have to, ask the person, "What did you hear? me say? What did you hear me say? Not what you think I said. What did you actually hear me say? And when it's kind of like when you go put your order in and they repeat the order back. No, I said no pickles. No, extra cheese, whatever. Make sure they repeat your order back to you so there's no misunderstandings. And if because there are some people when they like my buddy used to say when they turn their head you hear rocks rolling. Some people just don't freaking get it. Just check the deuces. As those people, there's nothing you could do. Just keep letting your no be no and call it a day. So again, just make sure you're clear. Make sure you know what you want. Make sure you're certain and clear about what you say and how you express that to the person. Make sure you understand the difference between you wanting company or a companion. All right. So again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Simply Put by Price McKinney. YouTube on Tuesdays. Simply Put podcast with your boy Price McKinney. I'm not an expert. I just know what I know, and I promise you, I'll see you soon.